It's Steve from my Shady Squad. I know it's you, motherfucker.
Beat up, running through the night we come. Beat up, follow if you want me one. You can find me on a skylight, stomp my feet and I go bye-bye. Floating through the elevator of my mind's eye, I'm fine. Feeling dizzy like a rascal, baby, I'm grime. And if you wanna square up, then I am Einstein. Taking gravity bongs back at high times. Find me on a weeknight, middle of a street fight, smoking on a peace pipe, trying to get my teeth fixed, right? I'm the make it the ace, breaking records of pace. And I need another win like the devil needs a fireplace. Smoking in the back room, sitting in the black tomb, screaming in the quiet place, hoping they'll come back soon. Fuck it, man, I'm tired, mate. It's really pretty pointless when you're sitting at a higher rate. Looking for a hideaway, smoke some and hibernate. I am great. Beat on, bum, bum. Running through the night we come. Beat on, bum, bum. Follow if you want be one. Want be one. Beat on, bum, bum. Running through the night we come. Beat on,
What you gon' charge me for that linen in the neck? All I know is disrespect. Niggas ain't been in the field. You gotta whack. Niggas ain't doing no drills. I never call you to duty. They'll never call you a shooter. How the fuck we all get into it? How the fuck my dog in a movie? Fully automatic 4.5 is not a Uzi. Still gon' blow it, nigga. I don't give a fuck. Half of the city toe tags go to us. I ain't never showed no sign of a fuck. Nigga, tell me y'all want it. Bitch, we can get it. Still on the corner, mix up in the over wrist. Me and my youngin', all we like to do is get money. Fuck hoes, kill niggas, spray shit. 64 shots between us, can't miss, bro, I killed it. Oh, he ain't dead, fuck. R.I.P. he ain't had the same look. Wire got one too, this is not the same truck. Get your whole head speaking down on the G. TJ on her ass and the SRT, me and Tay. We just pulled up another 8, bro, I hate when rat hoes start acting fake forever. My brother keeping me in dreads. We literally blew shit down on my kids.
What's up, guys? Good morning. How are we doing this morning? We're back here with more Cyraxx nonsense. He put out a video last night. He's crawling back into his wide world of delusion, where he's a famous musician who doesn't have to pay attention to any of the trolls, and all he has to do is play his video games and hang out with his friends, and his life is gonna be fine, guys. So as always, let me put up the Cyraxx, let me put up the Fly, and let's check it out, guys.
What's up, y'all? So, I know it's like 3 a.m., but I wanted to make this quick video as a surprise for everybody.
As a surprise, because there were so many people just waiting to see what Cyraxx's next genius fucking move would be, guys. It's a surprise.
First of all, before I get to the surprise, first of all, I want to say thank you to William Glory Hole and N-Word Boy, which is something I thought I'd never say. But I want to say thank y'all for doing what y'all did, because did y'all do some damage to my PC and my Xbox and shit? Yeah, you did. And that does suck. But in hindsight, when...
what the hell do I comment? Always do that, guys. God damn it. Always. Alright. Anyways, I figured out how to fix it quickly this time. Anyways.
Y'all did what you did. You ultimately made me rethink everything that I was doing. Y'all literally put me back at the very beginning and allowed me to start over on my career. As far as like music goes. Like, y'all literally put me back in the driver's seat again of my career. And
yeah, that's what most music artists are thankful for. Being at square fucking one with all their toys broken and having to start from scratch at 34 years old. Aren't you just happy to have this amazing opportunity? Maybe if you tell people that, they'll stop fucking with you.
So I want to say thank y'all for doing what y'all did. Y'all literally put me back in the driver's seat of my career. Y'all made me see my career with a fresh pair of eyes and with more knowledge. So there is that. But I wanted to come on here just really quickly and surprise everybody right quick by saying that, yeah, I've been keeping something from y'all for a real long time now. Something I've been hiding behind the scenes for a very long time that I've been working on, which is your boy here is now the official and legitimate and legal owner of his own LLC.
An LLC. Cyraxx now owns an LLC. He doesn't even know what LLC stands for. He doesn't know what the point of an LLC is. He just heard that business owners have an LLC, so he thinks he can legitimize his stupid attempts to become famous by claiming he now has an LLC. What's your business, Cyraxx? What are you selling? What do you need to limit your liability on? What are you talking about?
I've been working on music behind the scenes here and there. I'm currently 3 to 4 songs deep on 2 different albums that I'm working on. I'm not dropping any singles. It's going to be as an album. And thanks to that friend that did hook me up with that, I also have another friend that they linked me up with, which is a attorney. That way, if anybody tries to steal my shit...
Amazing. Another Discord attorney. A friend hooked you up with an attorney. A free attorney, obviously, because you have no money. Who only talks to you online. This has happened so many goddamn times, Cyraxx. And they're never a real attorney. And they never help you out. It's always a troll. And still, every time, you fall for it immediately. Because you're a fucking genius.
All I gotta do is hand the info to my attorney and they can deal with it. And I ain't gotta do a damn thing else. Unless those people continue to steal my shit, then it goes to court and it's gonna be a whole system, which I don't think they want to deal with. But I am happy to say that I am now the owner of my own LLC and my own record label that I will be releasing not only my music through, but also friends of mine like Old 45 will be releasing his music through, as well as a few other individuals that I'm very, very close with.
Of course, did you guys think this all wasn't a delusional plan to have another fake record label so he could pretend to be a famous musician and release all his cool music for all his amazing fans? Did you think it was anything else other than another delusional plan to start another failed record label to pretend to be famous? Of course, it was nothing else other than that every goddamn time.
That I've known for years, that I'm super excited to bring on board. I'm super excited for that. Yeah. A lot of people like to say, like, oh, I'm not in the driver's seat of anything, but really I am. And
Cyraxx, you're not in the driver's seat of your own life. You don't control your own life. The trolls and Sally control your own life because you have no money, no ability to take care of yourself, but you have this delusion that you're like a master musician who's totally in control of your own fate. When you have control of nothing, you don't even feed yourself. It's pathetic. A 34-year-old man who's never even made himself his own meal is sitting here telling everybody, no, I'm really in the driver's seat of my own life, guys.
And that's why, if you guys noticed, I haven't really been posting as much. Like, I will post gameplay footage here and there.
I haven't been posting it much. We watched him for 3 hours yesterday, and that was only videos that came out yesterday. He's been posting every day videos, whining. He's been going on panels, but he thinks if he can just lie and pretend he hasn't been doing a lot of stuff online, we're all gonna believe it. Cyraxx, you're delusional and a liar.
Whatnot, or, little shorts here and there, basically saying, hey, this is where I'm at in life. Because on top of that, on top of now being the sole proprietor and owner of my own LLC, I've also been working on going back to my roots. Meaning, I've been working on myself, trying to get back to myself. Now, yes, I did go on to Blame Katie's panel and stood up for a friend, and that's all I did. I was standing up for a friend.
He thinks he can just lie so blatantly. This was last week. We saw him on panel screaming at William, saying the N-word, calling Katie every terrible thing he could think of, just trying to prove everybody that he's famous and an amazing musician, and all the trolls are the mean people. And he comes back on a video less than a week after and goes, all I was doing was trying to protect a friend. You're such a delusional idiot. You actually think anyone would believe your lies when this shit happened last week.
I was defending a very good friend of mine who has had my back for a long time now. Who has been one of the coolest motherfuckers I've met in my life. So shout out to the homie CIA hole, brother. I appreciate you sticking by me, bro. And yeah. Just wanted to help you out, man, and give a big fuck you to the people that were fucking with you, bro. Same way you do me. But, those little shorts that I made yesterday and the day before, that was basically me saying, hey, fuck the trolls. This is what I'm going back to. I'm going back to how I was before I got drugged into this mess.
Yeah, but then after those shorts, Cyraxx, you put out 2 hours of whining about how you shouldn't be arrested for all the crimes that you commit because you're a poor little victim of the trolls. You think you can just lie about the shit you do and everyone will believe you. And you wonder why people call you a liar. Because you just lie so fucking blatantly.
Now, is it hard? Absolutely, it's very hard to not respond, but I'm doing what I can. And I'm working every day to get back to that person that I used to be. I mean, I'm already to the point to where I don't give a shit what anybody says about me or what they post about me. I already don't give a fuck about that. I really don't. Like, I genuinely don't give a flying fuck about what anybody posts about me. That's why you'll never see me on N-Word Boy's channel or William Gloryhole's channel.
Oh yeah, okay, delusions. He doesn't care about what anybody says about him, number one. That's why he didn't make 2 hours of wine videos yesterday. Number two, he doesn't go on William or N-Word Boy's channel. They don't have panels. They never invite him on their channel. There's no reason for him to ever go on their channel. But he thinks he can just lie and pretend, oh, I don't go on their panel because I don't care about that. Except for when William's on Katie's panel, he's on there to scream at William. But no, he doesn't care about them at all, guys. He doesn't care about them at all, doesn't think about them at all. He only brings them up in every video, talks about them constantly. He just doesn't care about them at all, guys.
And commenting on their shit like I used to. Now, I did go on to Alex Tofini's channel, aka Big T, aka Little T, or I should say Big L, because the motherfucker took a massive fucking L.
He took a massive L. I mean, he did, but so did you, Cyraxx. You were on panel later that day showing off the bump on your little noggin because the big bad man knocked you down, crying about it. But yeah, he took a big L there, not you. You didn't look stupid and weak and pathetic at all in that situation. You were totally the tough guy who made everyone else look foolish.
You know, like, the only reason I commented on his shit is because he was lying through his teeth. Which, by the way, to you, Alex Tofini, aka Little T, not Big T, Yeah, you lied on your post, bro. You straight lied, dog.
Look at that little shitty smile he has. He thinks he just has like a gotcha. You lied on your post. He gets a little shitty smile. Like he thinks he just took down Alex Tofini. And everyone is gonna love Cyraxx for it. Cyraxx, no one will ever love you, no matter how much they hate that guy. No one will ever love you. You're pathetic.
Like you said, the police never arrested you, but yeah, when I looked at the records, you were arrested. You bonded out, that's why. And trust me when I say, when you go to court, over the next few days, me and my family are gonna be there.
Oh, you are such a stupid liar. You think just because people said that to you when you were going to court, it's gonna scare him? First of all, it's not gonna scare him. No one gives a shit. Number two, you're not gonna be there. You're not gonna leave your little attic. You don't leave your little attic for any fucking reason. You're just a ridiculous little... But now you're trying to pretend to be the troll. You're pathetic.
Because you came onto our property and there's video proof of it. I don't even need to write a statement. There's video proof. All over the place, man. It's all there. We all saw it. I felt it. The people in chat and everybody in your chat fucking saw the damn shit. Not to mention you dented my mom's van, which you're gonna get sued for damages on that on top of it, so you're basically fucked. But outside of your dumbass, back to the topic at hand here.
Yes, back to the topic at hand. How Cyraxx doesn't care about the trolls and he's winning and he's totally moving on. After he dedicates the middle portion of his video to talking about the trolls and what happened recently, guys.
Like I said, man, I'm just happy to be getting back to who I used to be. Before the troll shit. You know, like, I'm glad to be back to, you know, or I should say, I'm glad to start to be getting back to where I was. Because all this outside noise had me fucking going insane for so long.
Ugh, he's finally back to where he was, guys. You know, he said that a week ago, and then he raxed out at trolls. He said that a couple days ago, and then he made a bunch of videos whining. He can just, he really thinks he can just say, I'm back to where I used to be, and everyone will believe him. And then in a day or two, when he's raxing out the same way and proving he hasn't moved on, he hasn't changed, he hasn't figured his life out, he'll just make another video saying, well, this time I'm back where I used to be, I moved on from the trolls, and everything's safe. And he's just gonna hope to God that at some point, if he keeps saying it, someone's gonna believe it and just leave him alone, and it's never, ever going to happen.
And I will admit, the outside noise of the haters and the trolls, it became like a drug to me. I became addicted to reacting, and I hated that. I fucking hated it. And I'm sure a lot of you guys could tell by the look on my face over time that I hated doing it. Even though I kept on saying that, you know, oh, I enjoyed it. If you look at the look on my face and the look in my eyes, like if you look at my eyes, dude, I was not myself. I wasn't. Like I was very mentally fucked up. And it wasn't until recently when two of my childhood best friends had sat me down and talked to me and was like, bro, like, you need to take a step back. Like, you really need to take a step back and take a look in the mirror and what you're doing.
You know, that was actually probably sound advice, and you probably took it the complete wrong way. You apparently thought that means you need to get back to being a famous musician who totally ignores the trolls. Instead, what you should have done is realize what you've become. What a giant joke of a lolcow you are. Take a look in the mirror and realize you don't want to be this person anymore and leave the internet and change forever. Instead, you go, I don't want to be a dork, so I have to assert myself as the cool guy of the internet. It's fucking ridiculous.
Because by responding, you're giving them what they want, and you're ultimately creating your own downfall. You're ultimately becoming addicted to the high of fighting back. And they flat out said you can make a choice. You can either continue on this path, fight the good fight, and eventually win, but ultimately lose not only people close to you, but ultimately lose yourself and your soul as a result. And it was in that moment when they said that I really realized, like, damn, like, they're right. Like, I need to take a step back. And that's why, if you notice, over the last few days, I've really been stepping back.
Again, so delusional. Over the last few days, you have made hours and hours and hours of videos whining about the trolls. It's unbelievable that you think you can lie about stuff that happened 24 hours ago, and no one's gonna remember exactly what you did. You can just like, oh, I haven't been talking about the trolls. I've been taking a step back. I've really been focusing on my music. You've done hours and hours of whining. That's all you ever do, is whine for hours and hours. And you go, well, you notice I haven't been whining as you made hours and hours of whining content. Do you realize I only ever cover you when you're whining? Every video I do covering Cyraxx is Cyraxx whining alone. That's the only thing I cover. I don't cover panels. I don't cover your shitty music. I cover Cyraxx whining alone in his room. Every single one of my videos is a testament to the fact that you never stop whining.
I've begun working on myself now that, I'm away from all the noise and all the clamoring and chattering and, oh, he's doing this, oh, he's doing that, oh, you're this, oh, you're that, blah, 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 blah. Like, I'm not paying attention to it anymore. The only thing that my days consist of now, as of right now, are working on my music, hanging out with my best friends, watching TV and movies all day, and gaming out with those that I like to have fun with. Because, as a lot of people don't know, I'm still able to play fucking Fortnite. Because I have it downloaded on my phone. I'm able to play Fortnite, I'm able to play Once Human, which, by the way...
Oh, good. I'm sure everyone was really worried that Cyraxx wasn't going to be able to play Fortnite with teenagers. Everyone was really worried that Cyraxx couldn't play video games on his phone with teenagers. We're so happy that you found a way to play video games. I mean, God, you didn't get a job. You didn't figure out how to live your own life and make money. But thank God you figured out how to play Fortnite, Cyraxx. That's the mature decisions that the new Cyraxx, the Cyraxx who has changed and figured out how to really live his life in an effective way, would fucking make.
If y'all catch me on Once Human at all, and y'all are on, let me know what your gamer tag is, man, because I love Once Human, bro. That's my shit. I love survival horror games, bro. I love that shit. I just actually upgraded my house on there not too long ago. I just expanded on it.
We got 2 from Noel. Our next objective is clear now. Go for the phone. Yeah, at this point I agree. Now he's playing Fortnite on his phone. He needs to not have a phone. He will always find a way to do what he does. If he has any internet connectivity, he needs 0 internet connectivity because he cannot help himself.
Now your boy's got a nice little beachfront house out there, man. Your boy got a beachfront house sitting there.
Yeah, congratulations, Cyraxx. You have a beachfront house in a video game. That is the closest you will ever have to having your own house outside of your grandma's attic. Enjoy it now, because it's the best it's ever gonna fucking get for you.
On one team, bro. Come on now. You boy got that beachfront view on one team, bro. Come on, you can't beat it. Got fucking palm trees and everything, bro. Come on now. But like I said, man, my days have mostly been. Like I said, man, my days have mostly been, you know, hanging out with friends, spending time with family, working on music as much as humanly possible, working on getting everything set up.
You know, working on music as much as humanly possible. Cyraxx, all you ever do is terrible covers. Is that what you think making music is? Working on music is just doing terrible covers and hoping one day someone goes, oh, this guy's amazing. He's the best cover musician in the world. Let's sign him to a record label. You don't work on anything. You don't do anything. You've made videos whining. That's the only thing you do with your time.
Now that everything is set up, I can actually start to work on shit. Like, I can actually sit down and start working on shit again. Like, and honestly, it feels good to take back my life. It really does. Like, it actually feels good to be taken back my life and getting back to where I used to be. I also did find something out too. That fucking that ACMA, whatever letter it was from Australia, was actually fake as fuck. Because as a lot of y'all know, I have a really good friend over there who actually has a cousin that works for that company. So, yeah.
I just can't. I just can't with him. Sometimes. The levels of stupidity that go on. Guys. Sometimes. I can't even think of anything to say to that other than that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard. That number one, it took him months to figure out that it wasn't real. That he needed a friend of a cousin of a person who works at the company that banned him from Australia. The company that banned you from Australia? What? I need to go fishing. God damn it.
Found out that shit was fake, so your boy may be taking a trip over there sometime soon. Not sure when, but your boy might be taking a trip somewhere in the next few years or so. Maybe months, maybe years, don't know, probably years, but who knows?
Probably years. Yeah, probably years, Cyraxx, because in a few months you're definitely not going to make the several $1,000s you would need just to go on a short trip to Australia, much less stay there for the long time you want to be there. But yeah, at least several years it would take you to figure out how to make your ass get down to Australia magically with zero money, no passport, no idea how to book tickets to another sovereign nation. Yeah, probably not in the next few months.
But like I said, I am currently working on music. It feels good to get back to myself. That's why I've not been on social media really that much. If anything, I've been hanging out kick with friends of mine. I've been hanging out in real life with friends of mine. Been spending time on Facebook with some of my childhood friends that are not in my area that, you know, I grew up with, that are basically extended family to me.
So sad. I mean, basically he's been talking to people online, probably mostly buddy trolls, posing as people he used to know from his childhood. None of these people are real. Nothing's happening in real life. He didn't go out and meet anybody. He's not allowed to leave his house without an adult chaperone, and no one wants to bother chaperoning him anymore because, God, that's annoying. So yeah, he talks to people on Facebook and claims he's having real life interactions and living his life from his grandma's attic that he never leaves.
Me and my family.
Oh, we got 5 from Pumbaa the Pig. Sorry, I missed that. If someone has a problem with Cyraxx, best believe he knows a guy who will say it is all fake. That is true. That is very true. He will always find someone on Discord who's an attorney or a lawyer who will definitely back him up that it's all not real.
But, really, outside of that, man, I've just been hanging out, chilling. I know a lot of y'all that are anime fans like myself. I know some of y'all are gonna ask me if I started watching the new Bleach 1000-Year War.
No, Cyraxx. No one was gonna ask that. Not only does no one care, but no one watches anime. Only children watch anime, and that's why you watch anime. And you think you think you have child fans that want to talk to you about anime, and it just shows what a disgusting man you are. You're 34 years old. Stop watching anime.
Yes, I did. I fucking love it so far. Ichigo's still a fucking badass motherfucker. Ichigo's still a fucking boss. Yeah. You can't deny it, man. Ichigo and Chad are still badass motherfuckers. Fucking love 1000-Year War so far. It's good. Another one I've been watching is Lazarus. Lazarus, another good anime I've been watching. Super dope. I've also been going back and watching a lot of older anime too. Like, I've been rewatching Death Note. Ended up rewatching Ghost in the Shell for like the millionth fucking time. I don't know why. But it's just such a good...
Again, there's a 34-year-old man who wants everyone to take him seriously as a professional musician who is an adult who just needs to make money to take care of his family, sitting here talking about the cartoons he likes, guys. The cartoons he really likes, he's talking about them, guys. This is the man who wants to be taken seriously as a professional musician. Let's hear about more cartoons, Cyraxx.
Anime. I actually ended up watching Alita Battle Angel, not the live action movie, but the anime series that it was based off of. Started watching that.
5 from Steve. Sally just needs to make... No. You can't say stuff like that. That's wrong. That's mean. You would never do stuff like that. I do not advocate for that type of stuff. That is wrong. You don't do that, guys. That's horrible. How could you possibly say something like that?
Which I had no idea it was even based off of an anime until I found the anime. I was like, bro. Like, that's actually dope. So I've been watching that, been hanging out. Been getting a little bit back into my artwork here and there. I also am on the side... on a side note, I actually am working on a dark artistry art book where I showcase a lot of my dark artwork from over the years, because as you guys know, I love creating dark artwork. I actually love doing dark artistry, and I like to make people think. Like, I love creating imagery that makes people think, that makes them feel uncomfortable, that makes them think in their head, like, not only what is this image, but it makes them think about things. I love doing that. I love evoking emotion through imagery. It's something I've always been a fan of. And being able to do that combined with, so that's in the works.
Okay, well, I guess it ends there for whatever reason. I don't know or care why it ends there. Cyraxx is continuing to be extremely delusional, as we know. He always is, guys. He will be back to whining within a couple days. His whole thing about I'm on a new life, back to where I used to be, is, as always, complete bullshit. He's back to whining. He loves to whine, and he will do it forever, guys. He will do it absolutely forever. But that's all I got for this one, guys. Appreciate y'all coming by, as always. I will catch you guys at the next one, and I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day.